feeling that cold dread creep in as you look at your calendar, then at your bank balance, realizing 60 is here, and retirement looks less like a golden age and more like a high-wire act with no net. Most people think it's too late to turn things around, that the ship has sailed. But what if I told you that wasn't just wrong? It was a dangerous myth keeping you from your best years. You're probably here because that question hits home. Maybe you had a tough break, an unexpected illness, a job loss, or life just kept throwing curveballs. Perhaps you were focused on raising a family, paying off a mortgage, or just getting by, and saving for retirement felt like a luxury you couldn't afford. Whatever your story, that knot in your stomach, that worry about how you'll pay for everything when you stop working, it's real. And it's a feeling shared by millions. You're not alone in this boat, and more importantly, you're not sunk. Today, we're not just talking about hope. We're laying out a concrete step-by-step battle plan, 12 powerful strategies designed to help you catch up, secure your financial future, and turn that anxiety into action. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to navigate these crucial years, so stick around because your future self will thank you. Okay, this is your secret weapon. When you hit 50, the IRS gives you a special superpower, the ability to contribute extra to your retirement accounts. For 401ks, 403bs, and the government's Thrift Savings Plan, TSP, the regular limit might be, say, $23,000 in 2024. But for those 50 and over, you can add an extra $7,500. That's a whopping $3,500 you can potentially sock away in a single year. For IRAs, the regular limit might be $7,000, but over 50 you can add an extra $1,000, bringing it to $8,000. These aren't just numbers on a page. This is free money, often tax-deductible or tax-deferred, growing for your future. Maxing these out is like hitting fast forward on your retirement savings. It means every dollar you put in now works harder because you have less time for compound interest to do its magic, so you need to put in more dollars. This isn't about deprivation, it's about prioritization. Imagine your budget as a garden. You want to pull out all the weeds so your important plants can flourish. For the next few years, every non-essential expense needs to be scrutinized. Do you really need that premium cable package, or can you switch to a cheaper streaming service? Can you cook at home more often instead of dining out? Look at subscriptions you don't use, impulse buys, even your cell phone plan. A study by the AARP found that people over 50 often have more flexibility to make these cuts, especially if their kids are grown. Even $100 saved here and $200 there adds up quickly. That money saved isn't just sitting there, it's going straight into those catch-up contributions. Create a detailed budget. Track every penny for a month and then be brutal. This is short-term sacrifice for long-term freedom. This is one of the biggest levers you have at this stage. You can start taking Social Security benefits as early as 62. But for every year you delay past your full retirement age, which is 67 for those born in 1960 or later, your monthly benefit increases by about 8% per year up until age 70. That's not 8% for a year, that's 8% for life. Think about it. If your full retirement age benefit is $2,000 a month, delaying until 70 could mean getting over $600 a month. That's an extra $600 a month every single month for the rest of your life. It's a guaranteed inflation-adjusted raise. If your health allows and you can find ways to cover your expenses until 70, this is a massive boost to your guaranteed income in retirement. Retirement doesn't have to be an abrupt stop. Many people find immense satisfaction and financial relief by transitioning into a part-time role. This isn't about working until you drop. It's about extending your earning years in a more flexible, enjoyable way. Maybe you pick up consulting work in your field, or try something completely different like teaching a skill, driving for a rideshare service, or even working a few shifts at a local library. A study by the Employee Benefit Research Institute, EBRI, showed that a significant percentage of older workers continue working part-time for financial reasons, but also for social engagement and purpose. The income you earn can help you avoid dipping into your retirement savings too early, giving those funds more time to grow, or even allow you to continue making those valuable catch-up contributions. Your home is likely your biggest asset. It's also often your biggest expense. If you're living in a large home with rooms you no longer use and the upkeep is a burden, downsizing can free up a substantial amount of capital. Imagine selling a $500,000 home and buying a $300,000 smaller place, pocketing $200,000 minus selling costs. That $200,000 can become a significant chunk of your retirement fund or even pay off your new, smaller mortgage entirely, eliminating a huge monthly expense. Alternatively, a reverse mortgage allows homeowners 62 and older to convert part of their home equity into cash without having to sell the home or give up title. This can provide tax-free income or a line of credit, but it's a complex product with fees and considerations, so it requires careful research and professional advice to ensure it's the right fit for your unique situation. Credit card debt, personal loans, high-interest car loans. These are financial vampires sucking away your potential savings. When you're paying 18% or 20% interest on a credit card, every dollar you put towards that debt is essentially earning you an 18–20% guaranteed return because you're avoiding that interest. It's almost impossible to get that kind of return reliably in the market. Before you funnel every spare penny into retirement accounts, aggressively tackle these debts. Make minimum payments on everything else, and throw every extra dollar at your highest interest debt first. Getting rid of debt frees up cash flow, reduces stress, and strengthens your financial foundation as you approach retirement. At 60, you typically wouldn't be taking huge risks. However, if you have absolutely nothing saved, a slightly more aggressive approach might be warranted for a small portion of your new savings, but only after careful consideration and consultation with a financial advisor. The traditional advice for those near retirement is to shift towards more conservative investments like bonds. But if you have zero savings, you need some growth. This isn't about gambling your life savings on volatile stocks, but perhaps considering a well-diversified portfolio that includes a moderate allocation to equities alongside safer options. The goal is growth that outpaces inflation without risking everything. This is where a trusted financial advisor becomes invaluable, as they can help you balance risk and reward based on your specific situation, time horizon, and risk tolerance. Look, you don't have to navigate this alone. A qualified financial advisor, especially one who specializes in retirement planning for late savers, can be a game changer. They can help you create a personalized plan, optimize your investments, navigate Social Security claiming strategies, and uncover opportunities you might miss. They can also provide that crucial emotional support and accountability. According to a Vanguard study, working with an advisor can add about 3% to a portfolio's net returns over time through things like asset allocation, rebalancing, and behavioral coaching. For someone starting late, every percentage point counts. Think of them as your financial coach, guiding you through this critical sprint to retirement. If you have a high-deductible health plan, you should be maximizing an HSA. HSAs are often called the triple tax advantage account. Contributions are tax-deductible, investments grow tax-free, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. At age 55 and older, you also get a catch-up contribution for HSAs, an extra $1,000 per year on top of the regular limits. If you don't need the money for current medical expenses, you can invest it, and it acts like an extra retirement account specifically for healthcare costs, which are often a huge expense in retirement. Plus, once you turn 65, you can withdraw funds for any reason without penalty, though non-medical withdrawals will be taxed as ordinary income. Beyond downsizing or a reverse mortgage, consider other ways your home equity can support your retirement. Maybe you take out a home equity line of credit, HELOC, as an emergency fund, giving you access to cash only if you need it, avoiding penalties or taxes on retirement withdrawals. Or perhaps you rent out a spare room on a short-term rental platform. This generates immediate income that can be channeled directly into your retirement accounts. This isn't about putting your home at risk, but rather about leveraging an asset that might otherwise be sitting idle. It's about being creative with the resources you have. The financial landscape is always changing. The more you understand about investing, Social Security rules, Medicare, and tax planning for retirees, the better decisions you'll make. Read reputable financial blogs, watch educational videos like this one, attend free webinars, or pick up some books on retirement planning. Knowledge is power, especially when you're playing catch-up. Understanding the nuances of Medicare Part B premiums or the tax implications of different withdrawal strategies can save you thousands of dollars over your retirement years. Make learning about your finances a regular habit. This might sound cliché, but your mindset is critical. Panicking or feeling defeated won't solve anything. Instead, focus on what you can control. Every small step you take, every dollar you save, every debt you pay off is progress. Celebrate these small wins. Surround yourself with positive influences. Remember, you're not just trying to save money, You're building a secure, dignified future for yourself. This journey is a marathon, not a sprint, but you're starting it with an urgent pace. Embrace the challenge, stay focused, and believe in your ability to make significant changes, even at this stage. Numerous studies on financial wellness show that optimism and proactive planning are strongly linked to better financial outcomes. Don't underestimate the power of your own determination. So you've heard the 12 steps. From supercharging your retirement contributions and ruthlessly trimming your budget, to delaying Social Security, and perhaps even working with a financial advisor, these aren't just suggestions. They are your pathway forward. You are not defined by your past savings, but by the actions you take starting today. The feeling of being behind can be paralyzing, but remember, every single dollar you save now has an outsized impact because you're closer to needing it. Your future is still waiting for you to shape it. Take these steps one by one and build the retirement you deserve. If you're ready to dive even deeper into specific strategies for delaying Social Security, make sure you watch this video right here.